All right, I think just turn off self-driving. That worked out pretty well. And we should have a bunch of whatever this is, something residue. Dark matter residue. This one's almost full. Oh, they're both almost full. So they've started to split between. Okay, cool. And that's going to help us make dark matter crystals. And that's just diamonds and gas. Okay, so the diamonds are coming in on a train, I want to say. Looks like yes. And being sent over the top down here. I remember building this now. And they are being... There's obviously a gap. They're not, it's not a constant throughput. They're on the same belt as the Trigons, and there is a diamond siphon here. So really what I have to do is pull from these temporary setups. I think I need to set up a permanent way to make these crystals. But I don't know how many we need. They are used in synthetic power shards and the superposition oscillator. And I guess those are other recipes. But this is where I find it's very helpful to just pop onto the wiki. Dark matter crystals. So there's an alternate recipe. They are used in ballistic warp drive. Is that a, I don't know whether that's a space elevator part? Project assembly. Okay, yeah, so it is a space elevator part. So we want to make at least 40 per minute, if not more. Looks like 60. $90. $100. So we might want to make as many as 100 of these. And that's going to make, I need 100 diamonds per minute. I don't think I have 100 diamonds per minute coming in. We can certainly get up to 150. This would be 350. So the goal, let's just say, is 100 per minute. I feel like somewhere I have diamonds mapped out. Yes, I do. Modeler. So this is our diamond production in the north. And we're making 30, looks like. I wonder if I had left myself the opportunity to go and buff that. Devastator 1, wheeljack. I think I'll just leave that the way that it is, and I'll grab another train. Thanks, Andy. So I know that we built this temporary diamond facility, or at least a diamond mine, because it made more sense to make the diamonds on site with all the coal rather than bringing all the coal back to base. And it's just over here. That's the single. Yeah, it looks like it's just making 30 per minute. So I need to increase that dramatically. I remember setting all this up. I think one of the coolest decisions we made in this playthrough was creating these hover track things. Like, you don't have to have things structured. You can just have these cool anti-gravity track supports that we designed. I think those are kind of fun. It's making 75 diamonds per minute. So we could add a summer sloop to this and increase the output. It is capable, it looks like, of producing a lot. So it needs 1,500 coal. I'm assuming that's what I have on this. 240, 240, 120, 120. So that's 48. 600 coal. I don't, my map doesn't, my model is not up to date here. That's 601 in one piece. I must have changed my mind while I was doing this modeler. Northwest Diamond Mine. Okay. I don't think I have it in the spreadsheet. Right. I don't think we were working on any of that either. Impure, impure, normal, normal. I don't know if that's right. That's the normal node. Another normal node, so they're both doing 600. Yeah. That's 1200. And then what is going on there? Impure 300. Oh, there's only the 3. I thought there was 4. I must have that. Yeah, why do I? Oh, because this isn't hooked up to anything. So this is overclocked. 250%. Why is it not giving me the right output? Oh, there we go. Okay. Coal R, miner mark 3, normal. It looks like the Satisfactory modeler just needed to be updated a little bit. All right, 600, 600, 300. That's what we got. 1500 coming in. This is also at 250, so we'll just take this down to 100 and then bump back up to 250 again. $75. Is that what we're doing again? Yeah. Okay. So that is now accurate. But I want to increase that. So we're going to get a summer sloop. $93. I guess we have to put 2 in there. $112. $94. I guess it doesn't hurt to have extra. All right, so now we have 100 of those coming in. That should increase the output. And we can always go back and add more if we want to. Defro 5, we are attempting to make dark matter crystals. It's all new to me, so I'm still trying to remember the names. So that means we should end up with having 100 diamonds come in. 112.5, pardon me. So I'm just going to find that diamond. I think this is it here. I want to double check this. And so we want to make dark matter. Eventually I want to make 100 of these. So that's 100 diamonds all going into the dark matter crystals. What else are diamonds used in? That's currently enough for what we need, I think. I've got a funny feeling we'll have to make more diamonds elsewhere. So in order to do that, I would say probably 3 particle accelerators. And then we'll overclock one to hit 100. So I've got to find place for 3 particle accelerators. Everything's coming in on this side. I think the main bus for the SAM stuff is on the left. Diamonds are there. SAM ore is kind of in the middle. So it would make sense to put them over here somewhere. I feel like this is actually being used for something. I don't know why I've got... Is that temporary concrete? No. I don't know why I'm using summer sloops in so many of those. That seems a little bit strange. Seems like an odd use of 6 summer sloops. Weird. Because I'm trying to think about like why this is even here. It's obviously doing concrete for something. Looks like our steel. Yeah, they're backed up too, right? Like I must have put that in there as a temporary thing. Because it would make sense to put the particle accelerators kind of like in here, although they might not fit. Oh yeah, they do. But very similar to over here, I think it would be nice to actually design a room. So when we did our fixite room, we like made it look all Cybertron-y and cool looking. And so I feel like directly across from this would make a lot of sense to have something to mirror that. Gives us a lot of space. I think this section was dictated by whatever was next to it. Like I think there's actually a room right nearby for aluminum, so that's why we did that. But I think that's probably a good idea. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. I guess I should copy this just to make sure. One, 2, 3, and then that one. Oh, and this has got an issue. We've got the train stations. And they are probably going to stay on that level. So this is going to be a very different... I did not anticipate that being... Oh, no, wait a minute. We've got the same ceiling over here. Oh, no, we don't. No, we do not. I messed that up, didn't I? Huh. Well, then. Yeah, I did not think that through. I guess I thought this might be temporary, but now that we've connected it up to this network, I really don't feel like changing the height in here. Unless these are temporary train stations? I don't really know. I don't remember my plan. Defro, no, I don't think it was for any kind of replenishing. It was probably, unfortunately, a quick fix decision. It was probably me saying like, I don't have enough concrete. I need to make more concrete and I don't want to build more stuff. I know, I've got summer slopes kicking around. I'll just put those in there. It's more than likely what I did. Well, we can look at where it's going. It is going to... Everything looks like it's going to... Oh, it's being sent down there. So it's fueling or supplying our encased industrial beams and our whatever this is. Heavy modular frames? Yeah. So, all I need to do is just look up on the spreadsheet. Heavy modular frames. Right now, it looks like it was set up as an aluminum byproduct. I think I'm syncing all that. I think I've changed this. Yeah, I think the limestone is coming in from somewhere else. Excuse me. Yeah, that does not, to me, look like an aluminum byproduct. The concrete from the aluminum byproduct is there. I know that. And that is not hooked up to our modular frames. That's just being sunk, I think. I think all of this is just being schmooshed. Yeah. Okay. So, spreadsheet. Incorrect. Awesome. That's good to know. I need to know now where the limestone is coming from for that. I don't think I redid this on the modeler. Already set up, yeah. I may have in the sheet for the resources. Wet concrete production. Nope. Aluminum refinement. Dang it. I guess we have to manually figure out where that's coming from. It's one of the things that I knew I was going to have to do at some point on this save and returning to it is like remapping in my mind where things are coming from. So it looks like everything that's fueling, sorry, not fueling, powering, supplying this array of concrete is on this line. And that is all on this line. Best thing I ever did was leave these holes at the bottom. So that looks like it's undisturbed all the way back to the train station. Alright, so we're 3 in on the bottom. I might have updated the main bus. 3 in on the bottom. Limestone, local nodes, 696 per minute. I think that's the belt that runs underneath the ceiling of the train station. Yeah. Why is it 696? That's gonna be an old number. Oh, because we're probably adding to it from this? Yeah. So we could just crank this. We don't need this to be 696. We could use the extra concrete. You can always use the extra concrete. $600. Okay. It's a Mark V belt. Maybe the issue is that we didn't have a belt that would do it. So this could do a lot more. Right now, we have... I don't want to do, nor can I afford, I don't think, a Mark 6 belt. No. So, 780. So at most, I want this to be 180. And then that needs to be Mark 3. So that would mean that this is now a full 780 Mark 5. Okay, so I can update the main bus. Sorry, this is painfully slow for like I said. Google Drive does not like it when I stream. So we know, having tracked that back, that it's undisturbed from the source. So we know it's all going to our main instruction. I'm so glad that they allow us to go through these holes now. It was such a pain before. Except for when the track runs out. Now I just need to make sure that this has got an overflow on it, and we should be good. So there is the splitter, overflow straight, limestone to the right. And that's taking a full Mark 5. That's Mark 5. So really there should not be an overflow unless these machines don't need 780, which they probably do not. 120, 120. It's 360. Now I have to do math. 480. 600. 720. Oh yeah, now it's pulling more than it needs. I must have at some point thought that I would be changing this up to be a better setup. Because the location is fine. Like where it is fine. So I would say the course of action here is to turn this into a final concrete supply room for our encased beams and our heavy modular frames. I know that it's definitely a temporary setup. So at least now what I can do is update the concrete heavy modular frames. Rocky Desert Limestone number 1. 96 per minute. That's the one that we changed. That's not happening that way. Huh. Pretty sure that's limestone. I've got them on the map. That is limestone number 2. And limestone number 1. Wet concrete production. Limestone 1. And so then this is limestone 2. Overclocked. I don't think that was a normal node. I think that was impure. It's not going to aluminum production though. Oh. Is it 120? What did I overclock it to? 150%? It's doing 180 per minute. So this is not limestone number 9 and limestone number 13. I don't even know what is happening with those. 9 and 13. That's 9. They're just being sunk. Is that 13? Resources. 13. Aluminum refinement. Aluminum refinement. Yeah, those are the ones that are just being smushed. Okay. Could someone be a road trip? I don't think so. So this is not an aluminum byproduct export. This is an old... Am I on the wrong sheet, maybe? No, doesn't look like it. Not used. Heavy modular frames. Yeah, okay, I'm on the right one. I obviously just did not update this from when we took it off of the aluminum. So we've got... This goes to the main bus. And that was on main bus something. 12. I think that got changed to an impure. I don't think that that's a normal node. All right, so that's accurate. The wet concrete, we need to know how much concrete we need to make for these recipes. And I don't know that I trust my sheet. It looks like 165 and 400. so I could do some storage for that. So 165 for heavy modular frames and 400 for encased industrial beams. Encased industrial pipe beam alternate recipe. Yeah, that's just an example, I guess. Okay. So 400 and 165 is what my sheet says I need. Is my sheet right? We've already established that it may not be, which is awesome. $20 per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 200 and 200. That's 400. So that's parts, right? Why is this slow? It's not getting enough concrete? Well, we've discovered a major bottleneck in our system, which is probably affecting a lot of things. So we'll figure that out. 20.625 per minute. And that's the same on all of them. Yep, 20.625. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, so 8. $165. Okay, so the 465 is correct. 465 is correct. And so we just need a basic why is production paused? Oh. Okay. So I decided to crank it all out of these ones for some reason? Huh. Limestone, 120 per minute, 500 water, 80 per minute. So we've got 465 divided by 8. 6 refineries. What we should do is the full 780. 9.75. So 10 refineries. Right? No. I have to divide it by the input. 780 by 120. 6.5. Or 6 with a couple overclocked. That's a 4 setup. I wish I had... I don't know what I have for blueprints for refineries. Wet iron ingots. I could just take the same thing because I like it and reduce it down to 3 Or we could just build 8 refineries and not worry about it. And then just underclock them. So, yeah, that would be 97.5. ZenThayNex, how's it going? Low. What's up? Because that would be easy. We could easily kind of throw those in here. And it would sort of match up with the other side, which is what I was trying to do. I think that would be fun. I really am not sure what I was thinking when I built this other entrance. We might have to change this entrance to allow for train tracks. It's just a little bit too tall. Unless I had every intention on just kind of having it hit the ceiling. I might have done that too. Except for those are thicker. Just woke up from an afternoon nap. No sleep last night. Oh, that sucks. At least you could let a nap in. Sleep deprivation is really rough. When it starts to pile up, it can really, really affect you. I find, especially as I get older, that when I don't get enough sleep, it's a real pain. So this is, looks like we had 3. And then that's where the thing started. And this is like a 1, and then there's a level. This is kind of like a bit of a logistics stream, and then also we'll have some building and stuff here too. Nighttime again, though. We will stick to the nighttime breaks. I know it's a little bit less than an hour, but it's so much more pleasant to build in this game when there's light, and I don't have a lot of lights in the ceilings in this section of the factory. So once again, folks, I'm going to take a short break, reheat my coffee. You get to ride the break train. And I do run some ads on breaks, but you don't miss anything because I'm AFK. So thanks very much for hanging out. I'll be back in just a few minutes.